Ciao, y'all.
Ciao there, Rachel. That's God Bless America, and I declare world peace in Croatian. Let's go from Dubrovnik, Croatia, all the way to Wall Street.
Yay.
On line 6 with an opening stock market report, we have Ken Roberts. Hey, Ken, what's up?
Well, kind of a mixed market here. Right now, the Dow's up 18.9, S&P 500's up 1.4, but the Nasdaq's in negative territory, down 9.9. Weekly jobless claims came out this morning, higher than expected at 294,000. Import prices up 0.3%. That's about in line, and pretty quiet day here. Tomorrow we'll get retail sales, the producer price index, plus a consumer sentiment number. So that might could have a little impact on the market, but pretty flat day here after yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Now, that was unemployment initial claims at 270-something thousand?
94,000.
294.
294, right? The weekly number.
And what do they target? Like 250 or something? Is that about what the norm is?
Well, the 250 is a good number. It's been down that low. Anything under 300 is okay.
Still good.
But this is the highest it's been in several weeks. So we got a little bit of an uptick there that was a little higher than expected.
And will that affect the unemployment rate?
It could if it continues. We have to, sometimes there's a weekly aberration.
Oh, I see.
Just got to kind of monitor it.
Okay.
See how it goes week to week.
Well, I guess that does make sense because that could change and be under next week, right? So that really,
exactly. It's one of those numbers. It's worth looking at like a 4-week moving average just to get an idea of how it's moving.
And that.
But week to week, there can be some volatility.
And that number is seasonally adjusted. It doesn't include farm labor. Is that what I'm hearing, or?
This is just a new filing for unemployment benefits.
Okay.
And then the monthly number does not include farm labor.
I get it.
And it's seasonally adjusted.
Okay, get it. Yeah, it just seems like if it didn't make that adjustment, around Christmas time, everybody goes to work temporary. So it would go down, and then in January, suddenly you'd have a huge upswing again. But that's where the adjustment comes to play. Okay. Well, that makes sense to me. Well, Ken, you've written a book. It's a bestseller, The Tactical Option Investor. I have my copy. How can our listeners get theirs?
You can find that on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com, or get them right over there at Buy Nevada First.
Ah, right over there. Buy Nevada First. You write a column for the Wall Street Journal. How can we read that, Ken?
You can find those on Market Watch. If you Google Ken Roberts Market Watch, that'll take you to my columns on retirement planning.
All right, Ken, and last but not least, how do we contact you to have you take a look at our investment portfolio?
You can give me a call at 775-825-4555.
All right. How's Juan Carlos doing this morning?
He's doing good.
Doing good? Keeping the coyotes out of your yard?
Yeah. I think he's ready for the summer weather.
Good for him. All right, Ken, you have a safe next hour. Hopefully we'll hear from you in the 8 o'clock hour.
Hopefully.
Thanks.
All right. It's Ken Roberts, Fat Tail Trading. Give him a call. Have him make sure your investment dollar is working as hard for you as you did to earn it.
Yeah.
Let's go from Wall Street to a third world nation. We get calls from all around the world. We're going to where the pavement ends and the dirt begins. The town whose official slogan now is, duh. Yeah. A true third world country, the home of the longest continuous burning tire fire, and they're proud of it. Silver Springs, Nevada, where we have Aaron. Hey, Aaron, what's up?
Hey, every community has to have some claim to fame. We just like the tire thing. I don't know what it is,
Holding down the roofs.
That's it, huh? Earlier the week here, I spoke about a lawsuit that was filed. I think we were talking yesterday. And the more I researched that last night, it is going to come down to labeling of the product against this Gia's Garden LCC. They do cannabis edibles, I guess is what the proper term now. I have a new term. I wonder if that's going to make Oxford Dictionary. But
don't they just say magic brownies?
Yeah, magic brownies.
Every year the Oxford comes up with some of the new. Okay, we have a new word. We're going to put it in our dictionary. Okay, well, perhaps that'll make it there. But what I was looking at, a law firm, the spokesman for the law firm, the guy's name was Greg Gold, and the sentence that really stuck out, he comes after the children are suffering because there was a rush to make a profit and not properly label the product. I call poppycock on that. I'm not buying it one little bit. This to me, and I actually called this guy the law firm an ambulance chaser in my article that I penned yesterday after reviewing the material that I've seen. This, and I point blank asked his attorney in the article, do these people truly care about these children's health and welfare? Then why aren't you suing General Mills for the way they advertise their cornflakes and use GMO products? Why aren't you suing the Consumers Manufacturer Association, Monsanto? Why aren't you suing these people for putting poison in the food supply? Nobody's going after them. And yesterday when you said that, Dennis, it got me to thinking. Perhaps everybody in the United States that is really on the anti-GMO wagon and wants truth in labeling, perhaps we have been approaching this the wrong way. Maybe we need to start suing these people for labeling. I'm sorry, but the FDA, I posted the FDA's mission statement, and there's 3 paragraphs in it, and there's a sentence in each paragraph. They fail miserably. Their mission is to protect our food supply. How are they protecting our food supply? By writing blanket statements, appointing Monsanto attorneys to write blanket statements to put that product in the food supply unchecked with no testing or anything. So maybe I'm going to start talking with like Ronnie Cummings, send some stuff out, and over at the Organic Consumers Association, the Food and Watch people, and circulating something on that SomeOfUs.org to get a petition going. I am, Jim, you've asked questions a lot, several times on where the polling information, where do the numbers come from that they say, 90% of all people want. Well, you know what? It's going to be, it won't be a scientific thing because I'm not no scientist, but I'm going to put a poll together. I got a series, and maybe all of our listeners out there on America Matters can assist in this. These are the 4, I have 4 questions so far. Do you want proper labeling on food products you purchase? That's number 1. Number 2, do you believe fast food restaurants should have to disclose where their ingredients come from?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you want country of origin food labeling?
Yep. Yes.
How did your congressional representative vote on H.R. 1599? I snuck that in the back door. I snuck that in the back door for a specific reason. I want to find out how many people actually know
what that bill is.
Their elected officials are doing. H.R. 1599 was called the Super Monsanto Protection Act, and it would have repealed Vermont's food labeling law that goes into effect. What is today, the 12th? It goes into effect in less than 20 days now. June 1st is when that goes into effect.
In Vermont.
Vermont's law has been passed for over a year now, and they've been coming in the back door doing everything they possibly can to try to undo it. And again, this H.R. 1599 had verbiage in it that would repeal Vermont's law. And, as I've always maintained on that issue right there, I believe Vermont would have... gets to where somebody steps in and says, no, you can't do that. I believe Vermont has a legal challenge with the 10th Amendment for states' rights. I don't think that Monsanto or anybody can come in and have the federal government do something without a challenge coming from the state. If Nevada passes a law today, unless it is unconstitutional, the feds can't say you can't have this law in your state. And that's what I've never really understood, why everybody is up in arms about these laws being passed when the states are passing a law. That's a state's right. The state has a right to pass laws to protect their people, just like our country, our federal government has a right to pass laws to protect our citizens. And right now, they're not protecting our citizens. It's like I said, this administration has taken us down a road that nobody wants to be on right now, and I can understand why everybody's upset with our government and this current presidential administration.
Yeah, but
right
Michelle's all for healthy food.
Yeah, she is. But I think
now. Well, then why does she let her kids eat at McDonald's?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't.
I could have sworn I saw a picture of her offspring at McDonald's.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but I still think this marijuana thing is a godsend to the food labeling people.
You know what? After you said that, yes.
Let them win that lawsuit. Let them win and say, okay, the marijuana industry is going to have to label it. It's a very small, minute industry right now. But if they win that lawsuit, it's going to have. But if they win that lawsuit, Aaron, that's going to carry on to every other part of the food chain. If they win that, then your cookies that you buy, the hamburger meat that you buy, the flour that you buy, all that's going to have to be labeled. And you know that I think that they're shooting at the popular thing. Let's get rid of the evil marijuana. Look what it does. Reefer madness. It causes death. But they're going to end up getting shot in their own foot by doing this.
Well, and again, when I started looking at everything, I looked at their Facebook page, the information on there. I looked at their website, the information on there. This company, Gia's Garden, that they're going after, they have labels. They do have some labels going on, and there is some labeling information on the website. And again, I have a request in to actually see the label that's on their packaging. I haven't got a response from them yet, and understandably so. When they see media inquiry, they're probably putting it in a round file. But I'll try to give them a phone call and see if we can't get a copy of that and look at it. But I actually quoted Reefer Madness in the article I penned yesterday, and I believe the statement was, I don't know who wants Reefer Madness, and believed the story, the attorneys or the people filing on behalf of the children. And that's the one that's kind of the part that aggravates me. The grandparents, I think someone's been led by the ring in the nose on this issue here. The grandparents and aunts and uncles, the guardians, the legal guardians now, are filing on behalf of the children. And the attorney said something about getting these children some justice. And I'm sorry, I think he kind of bit his nose off when he said that in the comment.
Justice for eating a brownie. Bad parenting for letting a kid have the brownie. Or a cookie or whatever. That's bad parenting.
What happened in this was the guy ate a candy or something, and there was
a grown-up.
An adult, ate some candy, and his wife, I guess something, he had a reaction or whatever, but his wife calls 911. She's on the phone yelling, "My husband's hallucinating. He's going after his gun." She turns up dead. And there's a lot of, and I use this story to bounce off what's going on with food labeling. We don't know. We don't have all the information on this story. We can't make any decision. Was this guy did the marijuana actually cause a psychotropic reaction and send him over the edge? We don't know what the guy's mental
state was. Get the name of the candy.
Going in. Yeah, we just know the guy had a piece of cannabis-infused candy or something. That's all we know. So we really don't have all the information we would need as a jurist on a trial to make an informed decision, just like we don't have all the information when we go to the store and look at the label on the food to make an informed decision. Is this a GMO product, or is this an organically produced product, or a natural product, or anything like that? So, and I'm, it's like I really didn't put that connection there until you brought it up, Dennis. And now that that's out there in the wind, you know what? This is a tie-in that the food industry can use all day long, and you can bet I'm going to get that blown up and start passing that around to some of these other organizations.
Yeah, I would be very supportive of that. I mean, let them win, let them win, let them win, let them win, and then use that decision to the benefit of labeling against what's actually inside certain foods that are generically modified or genetically modified. That's the way to go about doing it.
Yeah, and then, I had to ask the question in the article. We don't know if the guy would have read the label. We don't know if he would have followed hope they do win. I mean, and I hate to say that against the store because I don't think the store's at fault.
Yep. But we don't know if the guy walked in and caught his wife with the neighbor either. I mean, the neighbor went out the window and he shot his wife. We don't know that.
Exactly.
We don't know if that had any cause.
We don't, and again, the lack of knowledge doesn't allow us to make an informed decision or responsible decision, if you want to go that direction, and neither does our food labeling right now. So nobody really, it's like I said, you brought up Mrs. Obama. She's all for healthy food, healthy this, healthy that, but I don't ever hear her go after McDonald's. I don't ever hear her attack
Burger King,
the food industry for allowing this. I never hear her attack Monsanto, the GMO industry, or chemical companies dominating our agriculture industry.
We can't put a lot of blame on her for what's going on.
And you think Donald Trump will?
No, we can't. But at the same time, as the president's wife, she can say something. She does.
Yeah, well, she's an attorney too. She's a lawyer.
And Aaron, we're going to have to wrap this up. We're going to go to a quick break here and regroup. But how do we contact you at Holiday?
Hey, you know what? It is a gorgeous day out here in Silver Springs. It's about 50, nice little mild breeze. 775-230-9915. Tomorrow we're going to get into conspiracy in the property preservation industry. Let's have a great day, folks. Let's all be safe out there.
All right. That's Aaron, Holiday LLC. Let's take a quick break, Jim.
Okay.
Regroup.